You forgot to turn off the stove and left it there overnight, and the next morning, you found out that you just invented a new thing that changed the whole world. That's basically how some inventions were made. Get ready to be pleasantly surprised because some of the most life-changing discoveries were actually happy accidents. From tasty treats to life-saving devices, these inventions prove that sometimes the best things happen when you least expect them. So, hit that subscribe button and let's dive into the world of accidental ingenuity. Microwave oven. In 1945, Percy Spencer was testing a radar magnetron when he noticed a chocolate bar in his pocket melted. Intrigued, he experimented with popcorn and eggs, leading to the invention of the microwave oven. Innovation is just a snack away. Artificial sweetener. In 1878, Constantin Fahlberg was working on coal tar derivatives and noticed a sweet taste on his hand. He'd accidentally discovered saccharin, the first artificial sweetener. His sweet serendipity turned into a major industry. The best discoveries come from licking your fingers, though we don't recommend it in a lab. Bubble wrap. Engineers Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavance initially tried to create textured wallpaper. When that flopped, they pivoted and discovered that their bubbly creation was perfect for protecting fragile items. When one door closes, a bubble-filled one opens. Champagne. In the 17th century, French monk Dom Pierre Perignon was trying to prevent bubbles in wine. Instead, he perfected the process of making champagne. This accidental effervescence created a celebratory drink that's become synonymous with celebration. Post-it notes. In 1968, Spencer Silver created a low-tack adhesive. Years later, Art Fry used it to keep his bookmarks in place in his hymnal. This accidental use led to post-it notes, which became an office staple, the safety pin. Imagine you're buried in bills and trying to figure out how to pay them off. That's where our story starts with Walter Hunt, a man who accidentally invented the safety pin in 1849 while fidgeting with some wire at his desk. He was supposed to be thinking about his debts, but ended up creating a tiny, coiled metal wonder that could clasp and unclasp easily. Hunt didn't patent his invention, thinking it would benefit humanity more if it was freely available. Now, that's what we call turning a sticky situation into a secure solution. Botox. Here's one for the beauty buffs. In the 1980s, a San Francisco ophthalmologist was working on a treatment for crossed eyes. Instead, they stumbled upon Botox, not just a solution for ocular issues, but also a miracle wrinkle reducer. Man, just think about that. You're getting your eyes fixed and ending up with a bonus face lift. Botox quickly became a global phenomenon. The ice cream cone. Picture this. It's 1904. You're at the St. Louis World's Fair, and the ice cream vendor runs out of bowls. Panic. But then, the neighboring waffle vendor, Ernest Hamwi, steps in, rolls up his waffles into cones, and saves the day. This tasty twist of fate gave us the ice cream cone, turning a dessert disaster into a delicious innovation. Next time you choose between cup or cone, remember it was a happy accident that made that decision possible. Vulcanized rubber. Rubber that could withstand weather changes was a dream for Charles Goodyear in the 1830s. After years of experimenting, he accidentally dropped a mix of rubber and sulfur onto a hot stove. Instead of a gooey mess, he found a durable material that led to vulcanized rubber. This resilient substance transformed industries, especially in the automotive industry. Well, a hot mess can turn into a hot success. You just never know. Quinine. In the battle against malaria, an unexpected hero emerged. Quinine. Legend has it, a South American Indian accidentally ingested water contaminated with cinchona tree bark, known to be toxic. Instead of falling ill, he got better. This serendipitous discovery revealed quinine's anti-malarial properties, saving countless lives. It's a reminder that what doesn't kill you really does make you stronger. Matches. John Walker, a chemist, was just trying to clean up his messy experiment in 1826 when he scraped a stick coated in chemicals and it caught fire. Voila! The first matchstick was born. Walker's friction lights were an instant hit, revolutionizing how people started fires. From accidental spark to global necessity, matches are a fiery reminder that you've got to play with fire to ignite great ideas. Dry cleaning. Jean-Baptiste Joly's maid knocked over a kerosene lamp, spilling it on a tablecloth. Instead of a ruined cloth, Joly noticed it came out cleaner. This happy accident led to the invention of dry cleaning. Joly's accidental discovery turned a cleaning mishap into a global industry, proving that sometimes elegance can emerge from the messiest of moments. Viagra. Originally aimed at treating angina, Viagra's trials in the 1990s didn't go as planned. Instead of easing chest pain, the drug had a surprising side effect: enhanced erections. This unexpected twist turned Viagra into a blockbuster treatment for erectile dysfunction. Well, when life gives you lemons, you end up with a lemonade stand. Or, in this case, a very profitable little blue pill, Vaseline. In the 19th century, Robert Chesebro noticed oil rig workers using a byproduct of petroleum drilling to heal cuts and burns. Intrigued, he refined it into what we now know as Vaseline. This accidental discovery became a skincare staple, showing that in certain cases, slick ideas can come from the most unlikely places. Tea bags. In 1908, tea merchant Thomas Sullivan sent samples in small silk pouches, not intending them to be used as bags. His customers, however, found it convenient to just dunk the pouches in hot water, and thus, the tea bag was born. This happy accident revolutionized tea drinking. He never knew that he had brewed the best results. Pardon the pun, safety glass. In 1903, chemist Edward Benedictus accidentally knocked a flask off his desk. Instead of shattering, it cracked, but stayed together thanks to a plastic coating. This accident led to the invention of safety glass, now used in car windows and more. Could you believe it? That it's the broken pieces that hold the biggest breakthroughs? Brandy. In the 16th century, a Dutch shipmaster tried to concentrate wine to make it easier to transport. When he tasted the concentrated wine, he liked it better than the original. This accident gave us brandy. Maybe next time you should try to make things simpler in your work. The solution might come out from that. LSD. In 1938, Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann accidentally ingested a small amount of LSD while researching lysergic acid. This led to the first acid trip, forever changing the landscape of psychedelics. The Slinky. In 1943, naval engineer Richard James was working on stabilizing ship instruments when he accidentally knocked over a spring. It walked down a stack of books, giving birth to the Slinky. This playful accident has delighted generations. Fun finds you when you're not looking for it, eh? Chocolate chip cookies. In 1930, Ruth Wakefield ran out of Baker's chocolate and used chopped Nestle chocolate instead. The chocolate didn't melt as expected, creating chocolate chip cookies. This delicious accident became a baking essential, one of those crazy moments when running out of ingredients leads to sweet surprises. Dynamite. Alfred Nobel was experimenting with nitroglycerin when he accidentally discovered that mixing it with kieselguhr stabilized the explosive. This led to the invention of dynamite, which revolutionized construction and demolition. Did we leave out any invention? If so, help us out by commenting below. And don't forget to subscribe to support our work. Chewing gum. In the late 1800s, Thomas Adams Sr. was trying to turn chickles into rubber. Instead, he accidentally created chewing gum. Well, failed experiments stick around for good reasons. Popsicles. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson left a soda mix outside with a stick in it. It froze overnight, creating the first popsicle. Was Frank Epperson the youngest inventor in history? Penicillin. In 1928, Sir Alexander Fleming found mold-killing bacteria in a discarded Petri dish while cleaning his lab. This accidental discovery led to penicillin, revolutionizing medicine and saving countless lives. There you see, the biggest breakthroughs come from cleaning up your mess. Maybe try cleaning your room once in a while. You could end up in our next list. Cornflakes. In 1898, the Kellogg brothers accidentally left a pot of boiled grain on the stove for days. The result was a dry, thick product that became cornflakes after removing the mold. Superglue. In 1942, Harry Coover was working on materials for gun sights when he accidentally created a super adhesive. Rejected at first, it found its purpose years later as superglue. This sticky accident became a household necessity. Rejections can turn into sticky successes. Teflon. In 1938, Roy J. Plunkett was researching refrigerants when he discovered a slippery, heat-resistant polymer. This accident led to Teflon, revolutionizing non-stick cookware. One of the slipperiest mistakes that become the smoothest solutions. The implantable pacemaker. In 1956, Wilson Greatbatch accidentally used the wrong transistor while working on a heart recording device. This mistake led to the first implantable pacemaker, saving countless lives. Who could ever know? Life-saving innovations could come from the wrong parts? Coca-Cola. In the 1880s, John Pemberton created a syrup for headaches that was mixed with carbonated water by accident. This delicious mistake gave us Coca-Cola, a beloved global beverage. The X-ray machine. In 1895, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was experimenting with a vacuum tube when he noticed a mysterious glow. This accident led to the discovery of X-rays, revolutionizing medical imaging. Mysterious glows could inspire discoveries. And there you have it. These accidental inventions show that sometimes the best discoveries happen when you least expect them. Whether it's a sweet treat or a life-saving device, these happy accidents remind us that curiosity and a bit of luck can lead to amazing breakthroughs. So, stay curious, subscribe, and keep experimenting. And who knows? You might just stumble upon the next big thing.